I'm so tired right now. Like, I've had so many technical difficulties just trying to set up this video, and I had so many errands to do this morning. But I found this new song that I think is a vibe, and it just gets me in a mood.
Yeah. Stand at the liquor store, saying nothing typical. The Sandman can land their hand, but it's difficult. You an imbecile, I am the original. You can't stand a man, I'm Bam Bam Bigelow.
Vibe. Ting. Yo, I love that song, Bam Bam Bigelow. I just heard that. Shout out to my boy Yogi that sent me that earlier. What a vibe. It get me in a mood, it put me in some attitude, especially for the day I've had. But guess what? Today I wanted to talk about 3 things that I had to do in order to grow. But before we do that, I have a package. Just got this gift in the mail, and I'm actually quite excited because I think I know what it is. How about we open it up? Hit the like button first. Okay, good. Ooh, we have a matcha set. Ceremonial grade matcha. Looking good. Art of tea. Okay, I like the name. My daughter loves bubble wrap. I'm actually gonna say this for her. I like this. I actually don't have my own personalized matcha set, so this is gonna be really good. What is this? I don't know what this is. Somebody, if you know what this is, let me know. Maybe it's for scooping? I don't know. But we bougie over here. I'm liking this. We bougie. I like it. We have the matcha whisker thingamajiggy. That's what I like to call it, just a thingamajiggy. Okay, look at that. Ooh. Ooh. It's all in the wrist. Like it. I like it. Nice. I have no idea why I just smelled that. What's this? Oh, maybe that's for this? No? No? Oh, yeah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that is slick. Oh, oh, that is a vibe ting. Yo, this is so green. Like this, I think, oh yeah, this is high grade. This is high grade, I think, for sure. I'll put a little bit more because I want to really spice it up. Let me tell you, I outdo myself every single time. Cha. Normally my matcha teas, I like to add a little bit of oat milk in the bottom frother with agave syrup to sweeten it up. Magnificent, immaculate. But today I am enjoying just the natural raw flavor of the matcha. So gratitude is our main attitude. Now it's time for our sponsor. So I want to share with you an audiobook that I have been listening to that is helping me grow and push through my procrastination and self-doubt. The Decision by Kevin Hart. Let me tell you, I love it. It's comedic, it's motivational, and Kev talks to you just like a friend. It's quickly become a part of my morning routine while I drive to work, all thanks to Audible. Audible has a lot to offer with the Plus catalog, from podcasts to Audible originals to meditation programs and audiobooks. Each month members get 1 free audiobook and full access to the Plus catalog. And you get a bonus. For the first 30 days, you get to explore a free trial. So I want to hook you up. Go to audible.com/HINDZ or text HINDZ to 500 to start using Audible today. But thank you for listening to that integration. I appreciate your patience. I do love that audiobook, and Kevin Hart in that book said something that was so in alignment with my actual journey, and it was accepting my reality was one of the first things I had to do to allow myself to grow, because you have to give yourself the permission to grow, not anybody else. You. But accepting our reality sometimes can be difficult. I had to look at my life and say, I'm not really proud of who I am. I would look in the mirror and the reflection looking back, I was like, I thought we would be more than this. I knew there was more within me, but I said, the life I have created for myself, I did this, you understand? I had to accept that I was in debt. I had to accept that maybe my relationships weren't working out because of me not everybody else, you understand? Sometimes we blame everything on everybody else when we are the common theme, right? So being super vulnerable and honest with ourselves, that's like ripping the Band-Aid off, but that's what we have to do in order to grow. Accept our reality, you understand? No matter how unfortunate or bad it is. Because when we understand where we are, now we get a glimpse of where we had to go. Now, in this space of my life, this is even before I had dreadlocks or anything, and I just came out of a super toxic relationship, and I literally had nothing, man. I had no wallet, no passport, no keys. Like, my computer was broken because me and my girlfriend at the time, she got upset. She threw everything out the window. Your boy had some drama in the past. I've lived a life, okay? Still got so much more life to live. And the next day after this, this breakup, I'm walking up this hill because I got to get my car fixed, but I don't even have keys for my car. And I'm just thinking, like, wow, like, I'm not who I want to be. And I'm listening to music, and the song changes, and a song by Bob Marley comes on. Now, I love Bob, you understand? Bob's one of my favorite people in the world, an inspiration, you understand? A mentor in spirit. And Bob said, Rasta, you understand? Live up, never give up. And as simple as that chant is, I don't know what it was, but something was ignited within me. And now I realize it was grace. And I realized life is still flowing through me. Like, I am breathing, which means I have an opportunity. I get to still flow with life, no matter where I am. You understand? My confidence isn't there. I ain't got no money. I ain't got nothing really to be proud of. But I still have a chance, you understand? I still have the opportunity of life. And I accepted where I was. And I accepted I had work, you understand? But because I knew that I was saved by grace, you understand? That I still had an opportunity. And if I could forgive myself and ask for forgiveness, that something was going to work through me. And that's exactly what happened. I got to work, you understand? I accepted my reality, and then I got into work. On my self-development, on my self-love. And I always say one of the best ways to learn how to love yourself is to nourish yourself in the micro habits, the daily habits, day to day, like food. I really learned to love like raw foods and healthy foods, and, leveled up my knowledge on nutrition and just different lifestyles. And I had a lot of fun with it. And at this time, I was a super picky eater. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't eat a salad for majority of my life. I was a meat and rice type of guy. And then I started banging out the smoothies. I started having big raw salads and getting to know my energy and just nourishing myself every single day. You understand? Still had nothing to show the world. Still didn't have no money, didn't have much for myself. I felt like I was a little bit behind in life, but I was making progress, and progress is perfection. And then I started to be mindful of the things I consume. So I started to change the music I listened to, which helped me change my thoughts and my outlook into the world. And I started to change my environment and the things I did and the people I hung out with. And I decided to quit drinking. I decided to quit smoking. And I started to live a life that I was proud of, you understand? Live a life that I was proud of. I didn't need money, right? I didn't need to post anything on Instagram. I was happy with my day to day, you understand? Because I accepted my reality. And then I looked forward and I had a glimpse of where I had to go. And I realized I was in motion, you understand? And I became real with my limitations. And I said, my limitations, my insecurities are not walls. These are opportunities, you understand? Windows into my future. And I started to challenge those limitations and learn how to overcome them. Oh, I'm not really good in this area of my life, but let me seek advice. Or, hey, you know what? I'm not really good at this, but let me learn more. Let me work on my craft. Or, hey, I got some things I got to work on the inside. Let me spend time with myself every single day. And over time, because you need patience, you can't hack yourself to grow, you understand? Like, this is a journey, you understand? You can't hack spirit. You got to flow with it. But over time, I started to see change. And when you see change, what happens? You want to continue that change. Anybody that's been in the gym, anybody that's changed their body, you know, once you start to lose a little bit of weight or gain a little bit of weight, you know, gain a little bit of muscle, it gave you more motivation. That's the beautiful thing. When we think about all the things we have to do to grow, we think of the final image. We look at someone, we compare ourselves, let's say, I don't know, like The Rock or Beyonce or Kevin Hart, and we look at how magnificent they seem to be. And we focus on that end result, not realizing you can make change today. You understand? Like, you could drastically change your life today by just changing your morning routine, by changing your evening routine, by eating 70% healthier today than you did yesterday. And then you do that again, and then you do that again. And then guess what? Next week is going to be better than this week because you are stronger from the week you just had. And when I realized this momentum of energy, I accepted my timeline, you understand? I had my plan, but then I realized, well, God has another plan, you understand? And God's plan is the best plan. Some of us, we told ourselves we're gonna be millionaires by 30, married by 32, full house, kids, whatever, and then it doesn't happen on our timeline. And now we're racing, now we're getting into situations that aren't of service to us because we're in a rush and we have anxiety and we're comparing ourselves. But I accept, you know what? I feel a little bit behind in life and I'm not on the timeline that I created for myself. But I have faith, you understand? I have patience because I was real with my reality. I was vulnerable, got a glimpse into the future, started to pour into myself. And as I was pouring into myself, I realized something else was pouring into me. And that created a stronger relationship with the Most High. And I had more of a spiritual foundation, you understand? I could see the beauty within life again. I could see the beauty within everything. I would pour a cup of tea and I would see the meaning in that. And I realized, oh, I bring meaning to life, you understand? I was having meaningful experiences every single day, you understand? Because now I cultivated a deep spiritual relationship because I had patience and I had faith, and that became my foundation in anything that I do. And anything that didn't really align with that foundation, I knew it wasn't for me, because I was able to build the necessary boundaries for myself because I learned how to love myself, right? This is a fun journey, like growth. You gotta stop looking at your growth like, oh man, I got so much to grow. You gotta wake up and be like, I get to grow today, understand? Today's an opportunity. I get to live today. I get to breathe. Like, do you ever get excited for breathing? And you ever wake up, you're like, yo, there's gonna be a challenge today and I'm gonna have to figure out how to overcome that challenge. You understand? But I'm excited. Like that's the shift. That's the pivot we need to make in life, because now we get excited about our growth. And I realized everything I went through, my toxic breakup, everything before that, my struggles and me overcoming it became a part of my testimony that I get to share with you. And when I realized, oh, I am being used and going through the trenches and the struggles, so one day I can share and give it a little light and insight and hindsight to another and help them along their journey. I was like, yo, bring it on. Bring on all the struggle, bring on all the things the human experience has to offer, you understand? And I took responsibility over my life again, and I stopped being the victim, because every single one of us has some type of challenge, you understand? Every single one of us has some type of limitation. Some of us grew up in one parent household, so we had to teach ourselves how to be a man or teach ourselves how to be a woman, because we didn't have both parents, and maybe our parent was busy working. We didn't have that role model, you understand? Some people had tons of family teaching them the morals, right or wrong. We all have our own different timelines and own different journeys, but you were made with intention. You understand? The struggles you have, the gifts you have, because there's so much gifts within you. You were made with intention. And through that growth, you're gonna see how every experience is playing out for you. Not against you, but for you. So the relapse, What are the things I did in order to grow? I accepted where I was, right? Because when we accept where we are, we understand where we have to go. And then I just poured into myself, self-love. I learned, I would read so much, learn about different religions. I was curious about life. Be curious, learn, you understand? I always say, curiosity has the spirit of a child, right? Because it has questions, it's searching, therefore there's opportunity. And then I developed faith. I developed patience. I accepted my timeline, because a deep spiritual relationship, a deep foundation for life is going to give you all the strength, compassion, grace, energy, creativity you need to weather any storm. And my friend, I believe you can go to the highest mountains that you see within yourself, and guaranteed God's plan for you is even higher than that. Because sometimes we are limited in what we can see for ourselves, but God, Jah is the greatest, you understand? And I've learned that personally in my own life. So you don't know in hindsight, everything gonna be all right. It's a vibe thing, and we powered by Jah. And yes, I had 2 different cups of tea today, matcha and then the lapsang suhong. Sometimes when I do like these type of talks, I need the lapsang suhong, but the matcha was good just for the beginning. So I'll see you soon. Let me know what you're doing this year in order to grow. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, and I'm gonna be in there with you. I'm gonna try to reply to every single comment. Every single comment I'm gonna try to reply to. So let's do this.
Yeah. Stand at the liquor store, saying nothing typical. The same man can lend their hand, but it's difficult. You an imbecile, I am the original. You can't stand a man, I'm Bam Bam Bigelow.